I have been given a very special request that there is one statement that I approved earlier, which senators would like to speak to, and I would like to ask the Senator of Bungoma, Senator Wetangula, to make that statement. We'll come back to you.
Madam Speaker, thank you. I make a statement under Standing Order 47-1 on the alleged impending shutdown occasioned by the lack of resources of counties. Madam Speaker, the Senate has made concerted efforts to ensure that counties receive the requisite funds to enable them to execute their mandate and, most important, to deliver services to the public. Discussions with respect to the third basis for allocating among the counties the share of national revenue are ongoing. And Madam Speaker, you know this House has a committee of 12, co-chaired by myself and my distinguished nephew, the Senator for Nairobi. It is a matter that we are carefully deliberating on, and we shall resolve it and come up with a criteria that will benefit Kenyans. In fact, Madam Speaker, there was such a meeting at State House chaired by none other than the President yesterday. This notwithstanding, Madam Speaker, I am deeply concerned, and I believe so are the senators, by the statement made by the chairperson of the Council of Governors on the so-called impending shutdown occasioned by a lack of resources. And in his statement, he directed that with effect from today, county health facilities will not permit any inpatient admissions. They will only provide minimum outpatient services. He doesn't describe what that minimum means. All non-essential services are suspended, and county employees are advised to proceed on leave for 2 weeks. Madam Speaker, this is clearly an abuse of authority. The county governors COG group is not the employer of any employees of counties. The employees of counties, Madam Speaker, are employees of different county public boards. Governors have nothing to do with them, and they cannot send even a sweeper on compulsory leave. They have no such authority. So they are definitely exceeding their powers. Secondly, Madam Speaker, we have seen over and over again the chair of COG overplaying himself with authority he doesn't have, exceedingly abusing the Senate as an institution, abusing senators as individuals, making reckless statements at funerals, including one last weekend at the funeral of a respected Bishop Byra Makoha of the Church of God, and saying that Kenyans are suffering because of senators. How wicked can one be, Madam Speaker, to lay blame where it doesn't lie? This House does not operate in a vacuum, Madam Speaker. We operate with the executive, where all resources of the country are domiciled. We operate with the National Assembly, where appropriations are done. And we operate, Madam Speaker, with the counties themselves that have to tell us how much on-source revenues they are collecting. These hospitals that is purporting to shut down collect resources daily. What are those resources doing, Madam Speaker? Madam Speaker, I want to stand here and urge members to take great exception of this reckless misadventure by the chairman of the Council of Governors, and remind him that he should bring his governors to order in terms of accountability and respect for public resources. We saw last week, Madam Speaker, 8 governors are on the radar of EACC. There is no single senator who is on the radar of anybody. He has to learn, Madam Speaker, that accountability of public resources use is not anybody's option. And when senators ask questions, he even had the temerity to call a committee of this House, Madam Speaker, as an extortionist gang. You remember what he said of CPAC, Madam Speaker? That it is an extortionist gang, and that when governors come here, they pay bribes to members of the Senate. We are not aware, Madam Speaker, of any single governor who has ever gone to any agency of investigations and governance to report that a senator has solicited for money from them for discharge of their responsibilities. This must come to an end, Madam Speaker, and I want to urge senators to voice your revulsion and disgust for this reckless behavior by a governor who has served in Parliament for years and who ought to know the boundary between the legislature and the executive. Tomorrow, Madam Speaker,
is there intervention, a point of order from Senator
to finish
Cherargei?
off, Madam Speaker, tomorrow the committee of 12 is meeting from 7 in the morning. And we have no doubt whatsoever, if the meeting at State House, which Governor Oparanya attended and whose content and discussion he appears to have forgotten, by midday, we will have some white smoke. I have no doubt, Madam Speaker. And we want to assure the country that the standoff in this House has paid tremendous dividends to the people of Kenya. And they will live to remember, this House, that the standoff has extracted money from the executive to the purse of the counties for greater development. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Senator Cherargei Samson.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to support the statement by Senator Moses Wetangula, and I say the COG is suffering from leadership crisis, and they have what we call attention deficiency syndrome when it comes to national matters issues. One, I've had allegations that they want to dissolve Senate. For their information, Senate is a constitutionally established body. The COG, within a flip or a twinkle of an eye, we can dissolve, because it is a statutory creation under the Act of Devolution Law, the County Government and Intergovernmental Relations Act. So the COG in itself is easier to dissolve than the Senate. And I want to advise, because I've seen they are cutting down on the essential services and medical services, that it is very unfortunate, Madam Speaker. They should cutting down on their usage of gasoil fueling vehicles, because some of the governors, Madam Speaker, are on a spending spree. They don't even live in their houses, Madam Speaker, they live in hotels. And these are governors that spend daily in running the errands within the county government. They are not ready for accountability and transparency, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it is so sad to see somebody like COG chair taking Senate as a bogeyman in terms of their own problems. The disbursement of funds from June under the last financial year has not been disbursed. Why are they not blaming the National Treasury? Madam Speaker, we have been having a problem where integrated financial management system has been open at the wee hours when the sorcerers are more active than anybody else. Why are they not blaming them, Madam Speaker? Madam Speaker, these double standards by the Council of Governors must be called out. They should respect the Senate. Finally, Madam Speaker, you remember when we were arguing on getting 335 billion, Madam Speaker. They went behind our backs. Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jr. and others walked out during the mediation committee, Madam Speaker, because we wanted 335 billion. They connived. They went from Pango ya Kando and agreed to 316.5 billion. That is why we have the problem of revenue as we are having today, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to confirm to the country as one of the esteemed 12 disciples to resolve the issue of revenue formula. By tomorrow we shall be having white smoke. And it will be a win-win for all Kenyans and of all senators and the counties that we have, Madam Speaker. The chair of Council of Governors and the Council of Governors, and we want to advise the EACC and DPP, let them put them on the radar, especially when they continue to misuse our resources. I thank you, Madam Speaker.